3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. This is taken at his 4. Then he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And their quarterback, well, everyone knows he's got height, standing at 6'6". They go play action here on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And got his man complete. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line.
Usually hitting a deep post pattern, as we just saw there, for a big gainer, that's tough to do because you usually have a safety or two in the middle of the field. But if you hit enough crossers and underneath routes and curls, you start to get those guys creeping up, wanting to make plays on the football. It's the equivalent of a changeup in baseball. You show your other stuff, throw the changeup, and on that play, it worked for big yardage.
And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And the Buffet boys, the O-line, hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
The gun. They'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Ramirez. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Well, still in search of the first down after that last completion. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Partner, your thoughts on this D-line?
I love a unit that can control the run and get after the passer. This is an all-around terrific defensive front. Hard to move the ball against them on the ground, and then when you want to throw it, look out. Here they come after the quarterback.
Decent chunk of yardage still left here, 2nd and 7. And they give this time to the tailback. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. In a 3-4 defense there, and against the run, a lot of responsibility can fall on that nose tackle.
A ton of responsibility, no pun intended, because they got to deal with not just the center, both guards, and a lot of times they have to eat up double teams in order to let the rest of the guys get to the football.
And it'll be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. So here come the Lions now. Him over. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. So the Lions go backwards there, and unfortunately that's something they saw a lot in 2015. They had the fewest rushing yards of any team in the NFL.
And it's one of those dubious titles that no one really wants to claim. Even teams who say, well, don't worry about running it because we throw it all the time. Being able to run it when you want to is a key to success in the NFL, and Detroit struggled doing that.
A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
And we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got the turnover? We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
First down, they'll run it on the draw play. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. Well, at least he was able to break that initial contact, or it could have been a loss.
Yeah, give credit to the defensive player, though. What did he do? Made him slow down, slow up his feet, and allowed the rest of the guys to get there to finish him off.
Let's go!
He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Vikings offense making their way back out. Now let's give you a look at the playoff picture coming into the weekend in the NFC. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
On that quick throw, what do you think? Possibly something they saw at the line to go there?
Possibly in the game plan, and you notice they went with an empty backfield. No backs there to help with pass protection, so you have to have a counter to that because you know they're probably going to bring pressure when they see an empty backfield, so you get rid of the ball quickly. Quick drop, ball's out of the quarterback's hands, keeps it from getting hit, and they get a completion.
The numbers for him from a week ago. 5 catches, 83 yards.
And I don't know about you, partner, but if anybody ranks me in the top 10 in anything, I'm really happy. And that's exactly where he is now, number 10 in the league in receiving yards.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
That was well defended, and while it was a completion, it resulted in a loss of yardage. It's really hard for a running back to think to himself, I probably should have just dropped it and saved the yardage. It goes against the entire training that he's had his whole career.
And he'll get this up to about the 40. And he's able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. This is brought in at the 21. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Lions will take over. The Lions offense heading out as we give you a look at the playoff race coming into the weekend in the NFC. The last couple of drives have ended in punts. Maybe the crowd minds that, but you're a defensive guy. You're okay with a couple of punt drives.
Listen, I'm the guy that loves a 0-0 pitch game. All right, in baseball, I can handle that going into the 7th inning. I think the crowd, though, they want to see a little bit more excitement. Let's see if someone can break something free on offense and get going.
Offense at a premium the last 2 drives. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And Roberts with it over the middle. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. And the Vikings with an extra defender in the secondary on 3rd.
Playing coverage here.
Now back to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. A pickup of 5 that time and a 1st down. So 1 quarter in the books on a cold December afternoon. 0-0 our score. EA Sports NFL Sunday returns following this. Here with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, as the Lions are in possession of the football here to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a 1st down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And now running right through it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
And that's how you run the football and run it successfully. Big-time chunk of yardage picked up, but why? Offensive linemen won at the point of attack. Their leverage way better than the defenders. The low man wins when you're getting underneath and trying to move people. That's exactly what happened on that play. The offensive line moved the defensive front, created space, and the end result, a fantastic run.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Well, there was no blitz. That was just a draw play that, to be frank, didn't fool anybody.
Did we hear the entire stadium screaming draw? Because it felt like everybody was all over that play, and the defense won that battle.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. And now out comes Minnesota. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
And he will lose yardage here back to his own 6. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, you had the punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
throw here out of the gun. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete.
The best receivers we know always tease their quarterbacks that, hey, no matter what you do, you cannot overthrow me. Well, guess what? That's exactly what happened on that play. Normally, they time it up pretty well, but on that one, he just overshot him.
The Vikings on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. They'll look to throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. It's a gain of 5, and it'll be 4th down.
I think that call was made not so much to try and get the first down, although they would have taken it if they could have gotten it, but to give their punter a little bit of space and try and help out their defense.
Yeah, got the safe completion on 3rd. Here's Ryan Quigley now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Now a fair catch taken just across midfield, maybe by a yard or 2. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And the Lions will have excellent field position here as they take over 1st and 10. So out now come the Lions. And this is their 3rd drive. Maybe the focus right now not so much on points, but getting their first down.
And when you start off a game, you don't even think that's an issue, do you? But you go a drive, a 2nd drive, no first down, that becomes an issue. Now you got to think about, okay, what type of play calling do I have to do to get us in a spot to pick that first one up?
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Coach is always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there, and how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, but when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
And he finds a man with a crossing route. A nice gain of 21 yards.
It's so important to tackle well against these guys, but you and I both know that's easier said than done when the guy you're trying to tackle looks like this guy.
And it's usually going to take more than one man to get him down, and it did right there.
Let's go! Green 39!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And they're 6 yards away from picking up the first here on 2nd down. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal. They run the counter now on 1st down. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness. Think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably...
He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
And a pause in the action because the booth, they see something that they want to take another peek at to find out if this was a touchdown or not. Now Matt Prater for the point after. It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded at the 6. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. They haven't been able to get him on track. They haven't been able to get this offense on track. No points so far.
Maybe it's time to start doing a few different things. Throwing the ball a little bit, maybe featuring other people touching it for a while, and then you get a chance to come back to it when things have changed a little bit. They have to make an adjustment.
Now, still time for him here as we sit in the second quarter. On play action, they'll throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
The Vikings on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9. And Adams has it complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. Give him 35 yards there on the 3rd down conversion. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early.
Pass interference. Offense.
So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spend too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. Here's the correct call.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
So if I'm an offensive coordinator, there's one thing that I know for sure. This is one of the top 5 teams in the NFL against the run. So when I look at my playlist, I'm probably thinking about throwing it.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he's going to be hit and driven into the turf.
Partner, I know the ball security's preached like crazy, but every now and then you've got to know when to get rid of the football and save a little bit of yardage if you're a quarterback.
Because now if you're the offensive coordinator, what does it do if it was 3rd and 10 versus 3rd and much longer as it is now?
Yeah, it changes everything in terms of play calling and the pressure you might expect to face on the very next down. Had to throw the ball away and save the yardage. He didn't get it done.
The Vikings on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 16. They'll look to throw here. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to Ford Field after this. We're just 2 minutes away from sending you to Orlando for Larry Ridley in our EA Sports Halftime Report, so don't forget about that coming up shortly.
Yeah, it wouldn't be a halftime without him, and we thank him for doing the highlights. Let's go get a snack.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So as it turns out, that sack does not wind up costing him, at least in terms of getting points. They get 3.
Yeah, once you see your quarterback go down the backfield, you think, uh-oh. But fortunately for them, their kicker came to the rescue and made sure they got something out of that drive after all.
This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
My high school coach, John Ford, used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well. And I think that's what we just saw there. Harassed in the
Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. He didn't get rid of the football there, took the sack, although that's easier said than done. He can't just chuck the thing sideways into the seats.
No, he really can't, because you're not afforded total protection as a quarterback. You have to get outside of the tackle boxes as defined by the NFL, meaning wherever your tackles operate normally, get outside of that, and the ball that you throw has to get back to at least the line of scrimmage. Otherwise, you're facing intentional grounding call.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. All right, so the timeout over and all 11 men back out onto the field for the defense. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. He's just been looking for some space. I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan themselves. So I think now you try and mix things up a little bit. Get the ball in the hands of some other people, find some other playmakers, but always let the defense believe that he's still a threat.
I was going to say, and he's going to go down for a 4th time today, and this time the result is a safety. So troubles here offensively. I tell you, the noise in this dome, that has got to make it harder for these guys to hear.
Sometimes I find myself shouting up here. But you're right. If you can't communicate well or get off the snap count properly, it can cause big problems, and this qualifies as a big problem.
And remember, following the safety, you give the football up as well, and they free kick it from the 20 now. Fielded just inside the 30. Here again comes the captain of this offense, leading his crew back out there now. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, but I believe a Lion was there to recover it. Yes, they will indeed keep possession. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. Room here to run. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll make it a 2nd down. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And the lead stretches to 9. It's now 12-3. So he splits the uprights there, and I would imagine it's nice as a kicker. Right when it leaves your foot, you know it's good.
Yeah, it's kind of like a golfer that picks up his tee after a nice drive without even watching it land.
Solid analogy. I like it. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Meanwhile, checking in on what's going on in Baltimore. And the Steelers there out to an early lead. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we've reached halftime here in Detroit with the Lions out on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, where Larry Ridley has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry?
Thanks, Brandon. I'm Larry Ridley, and welcome to our EA Halftime Report. The Lions are happy to be sitting in the locker room with the lead. The Vikings just want to come out after the half and claw their way back into the game. All right, let's get it going. Here's the first half highlights. 1st and 10, the pass will be completed into coverage, and he won't be brought down until he makes it to the 43-yard line. 3rd down from inside the 10. The catch is made after a quick pass, and he caps off the 6-play drive with the score as they put the first points on the board. Vikings have the football midway through the second. Quick pass and completion is made here, and he won't be brought down until he makes it to the 38-yard line. They go on to kick a field goal to end the drive. So that'll do it for us here in Orlando. For the call of the second half, let's hand it back over to Brandon and Charles. Brandon.
This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Looking to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
The Lions on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. He'll drop to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. 3rd down, passing down. They throw the extra defensive back in there for a nickel package, and it worked out.
And it's not anything that you would think is just great strategy. It's just that when you have 5 defensive backs on the field on an obvious passing down, it's a lot tougher to complete a pass. And on that play, they completed it just to the wrong team, and it cost them 6 points.
And the lead is down to 2. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. So the Lions offense ready to go back out onto the field. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Parsons. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 48. There he goes right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, partner, I do know this. If you're a defensive back, you have more chances to make a team now than ever because people are using 5 defensive backs, 6 defensive back packages. Not exclusively, but way more than before. That was a nickel package there, and what a pickoff.
Why is that? Why are they using that more?
Because more people are throwing the ball on earlier downs than ever before. This has become a passing league, and because of that, more defensive backs on the field on most plays.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This one taken from the 7. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Now the Lions offense, they get ready to head back out there. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Holding. Offense.
They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
Back to throw. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
Hurry up, here we go.
He'll look to throw. A bullet throw, but incomplete. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. This is taken at about the 14. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. And now out comes Minnesota. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
So 2nd and 9, the defense looking to put them in a bad spot here.
Here we go now. Boom, landed.
Now they try the right side here. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Partner, that's another short run there, and I think the easy thing is to look at them right now and say, let's get away from them entirely. Let's start throwing the football, but I don't think you ever entirely abandon the run. It helps set a tone for the game for you, keeps your offensive linemen feeling good about themselves, and it actually tamps down a defense's pressure because if you just throw it all the time, it's going to tee off with the pass rush.
We call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and that will come the offense as they take over. The Lions offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They'll set up a throw. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call.
Holding offense.
So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
And an alley to run. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. It'll be a 20-yard gain on the play. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there. And in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. They'll run it now out of the gun. It's taken down, but not before picking up the first thanks to a flashy little spin move. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground.
Hurry up, here we go. Ooh, landed.
He'll look to throw. That is caught at the 7. And they do get him down, but not before he reaches the 4-yard line. And that one results in 35 yards. And now a first down following that long gain.
All right, here we go. Watch it now, Barney.
A handoff as they run the counter play.
Holding offense.
Kind of surprised they accept the penalty.
The only thing that comes to mind for me is they want to move them back 5 yards because they feel good about their defense. But in most situations, you take the down. That's what counts more.
A great move in there, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there. That's a gain of 7, and we'll leave them with 2nd and goal coming up.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
And this offense on 3rd down today, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and goal. They'll drop to throw. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. Now it's Matt Prater on for the Lion field goal try. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. And that will cut the lead down to just 2. So it goes down as an 8-play drive, and they cap it with the field goal.
Yeah, they were able to pick up a few first downs along the way, but they couldn't keep the momentum going all the way into the end zone.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. And now out comes Minnesota. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
There's just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11.
Let's go. Green.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Ramirez. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Fresh set of downs here. Now Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to look deep down the field. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Second down here after the incomplete pass.
Let's go!
And he'll give it here to his running back. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Here we go.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to fourth down.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
And Quigley now on to punt as he sends this one away. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line. Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe. The effort's always going to be there. Everyone's always going to try and make a catch, but underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get because usually your momentum's going in the opposite direction when you're trying to stop, break, and come back and get it.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Look at the spin.
Balance.
And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
I've yet to meet a wide receiver who likes to block more than catching the football, but the best ones understand that that's how they'll actually get more passes thrown to them if they help in the run game. And anytime you get a run of that yardage, that means the wide receivers did help. They get down to what a lot of people call the second level, the linebackers, or the third level where the defensive backs are, and they get out in front and put their bodies out there and create more space for their runners to gain the yardage.
Back now at Ford Field. It's been a good one so far, just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll run it now out of the gun. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Well, usually you don't think of the cornerback coming in for a no-gain play, but that's what we had there. Nice tackle.
And how about the range, too? Coming from the outside part of the play, moving his way into the inside and making that play happen. No gain for the offense, big play for the defense.
Green 39. Green 39.
Back to throw here. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's able to get this one up to the 45-yard line. A good pickup there at 22.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be second and about a yard.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss. and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. They're going to look to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. The Lions on third down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This will be 3rd and 5. Gonna throw right side here, complete. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Let's go.
They go play action here on first down. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand, but put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
Elsewhere, they're into the 4th at FedEx Field. And you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. If they hold on, it would be win number 10 for them on the year.
Here we go now.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got this one just across midfield to the 49. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. Didn't get to the sticks, but that's an ideal carry there on first down, isn't it?
I mean, now you're 2nd and 1. Although, you know, in the NFL, even if you picked up the first down, I don't think it's a big difference because the clock doesn't stop.
Yeah, not like college.
Right. If it's college football, you want to 2nd and 1 is probably better than picking up the first down because in college football, the clock stops with every first down and actually aids the defense in that situation.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 15 yards through the air on a first down. Well, a clear running situation. Try to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But the bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see. The Vikings on third down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 11. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on 1st and 2nd down, needing long yardage to try and pick up a 1st down, and they ended up getting a great run. Explosive, picked up nice yardage. You don't expect to be in this situation on 4th down, but guess what? It all started with what happened on 1st and 2nd down. Really put them behind the 8 ball.
So they get the 3 here, but you wonder whether that's going to be enough.
Yeah, I mean, you've now made it so they need a touchdown rather than a field goal to catch them. But you're right. If they'd gotten 6 out of that drive, this would be a much different game.
Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll be 2nd down. 2nd down, 8. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Powers ahead at the 45. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
To throw here on 1st down. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the offense has it 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down.
Set. Green 39. Green 39.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And hello, he's going to be knocked backward as he'll be marked down at the 15-yard line.
Well, when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, 1st round went to the offense, 2nd round the defense. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal.
Brandon, this can be so demoralizing for a defense. They've had 2 opportunities to get off the field. They haven't gotten it done. So now your coordinator is going to call every blitz that he has, any type of exotic, something that they haven't seen before. And he's also telling the defensive lineman, don't worry about holding people up. Just get in gaps and try and make a big play.
And not only not getting off the field on 2 opportunities, clock continuing to run. And, of course, the quarterback in this situation, he's realizing time is becoming a factor. Let's see if they can get some points on the board here late. Now a handoff looking right. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now they'll run it on the toss. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Lions need to move. They're hustling to the line now. Back to throw. And no, it's incomplete. They can't hook up here on the fourth down pass attempt, and the Vikings defense is going to get the football back.
Everyone gears up for third down, talks about the importance of it. But fourth down, that's truly the moment of truth play, isn't it?
Everything's dialed up a little bit more, and, it's such a momentum play, isn't it?
Absolutely, because it can flip either way depending on who converts on fourth down.
Elsewhere, fourth quarter score now for Baltimore. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. If they could win that game, it would mean win number 11 for them on the season.
Here we go now.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. The Vikings on third down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. And to give this time to the tailback. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field. Here's Ryan Quigley now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So here come the Lions now. They're down here in a 1-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39.
He'll look to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball. This defense looking impenetrable now. 3 straight incompletions are giving him nowhere to go with the football. Maybe a little frustrated back there.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. When you've missed on 3 straight, there's going to be some frustration. But now he's got to make sure that that frustration is temporary, not lingering. Big throw coming up.
Set. 3-19.
He's back to throw. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Vikings are going to win this football game. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a 3rd situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
Here we go. Boom,
Victory formation time for the Vikings as they'll take a knee here. Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you prime the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for Minnesota, they move back over 500 at 7-6. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to the Windy City to take on the Bears. Meanwhile, for Detroit, they can ill afford to drop too many more as they fall to 7-6 on the year. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Glendale to take on the Cardinals. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long, everyone, from Ford Field.